Alaska is a land of giants, mountains, glaciers, and fish. Its wild rivers are legendary, drawing anglers from around the world. Here, the wilderness rules, and every cast is a step into the unknown. 5 species of Pacific salmon return each year, traveling thousands of miles to their birthplace. Among them, the King Salmon reigns supreme. The Chinook, or king, is the largest and most powerful of all Pacific salmon. Stories of river monsters, fish of incredible size, are not just myths here. Anglers dream of connecting with these giants, testing their skill and luck. Alaska is more than a fishing destination. It's an experience of raw nature. The rivers are untamed, the fish are wild, and the possibilities are endless. To catch a king salmon is to touch something ancient and powerful. It's a test of patience, respect, and hope. Every cast could make history. The dream: to land a fish so big, its story will be told for generations. This is the magic of Alaska, where legends are made, one cast at a time. Here, the wild still thrives, and the next great story is always waiting. For anglers, it's not just about the catch, it's about being part of something bigger. Alaska's rivers are the heart of this adventure. The king salmon is its soul. In Alaska, the dream is alive, and every angler is chasing a legend. Every fishing community has its legends, but some stories become global. The tale of the 70-pound king salmon is one such legend. This fish shattered expectations and set a new standard for what's possible in Alaska's wild rivers. Officially, the largest king salmon ever caught weighed 97 pounds, 4 ounces, caught on the Kenai River in 1985. But the 70-pound king became a benchmark, a symbol of hope and pride. News of the catch spread quickly, inspiring anglers everywhere. Who caught it? Where? What was it like to battle such a beast? The 70-pound king was more than a number. It was proof that giants still swim these waters. It reminded everyone that Alaska's rivers, if protected, could still produce mythical fish. The story became a source of pride for locals and inspiration for anglers worldwide. It fueled dreams and kept the spirit of adventure alive. For many, it was the reason to keep casting, hoping for their own encounter with a river monster. The legend of the 70-pound king is now woven into Alaska's fishing history. It's a story of dedication, luck, and the wild power of nature. And it continues to inspire every angler who steps into these rivers. The king salmon, or Chinook, is more than just a fish. It's a keystone of Alaska's ecosystem. Born in freshwater, they journey to the Pacific, then return to spawn, bringing ocean nutrients to the land. Bears, eagles, and wolves depend on their arrival. Their bodies enrich the soil, fueling Alaska's forests. For Alaska natives, the king salmon is a symbol of life, celebrated in stories, ceremonies, and art. For anglers, it's the ultimate challenge. Powerful, relentless, and beautiful. Protecting king salmon means protecting Alaska's wild heart. That's why the king salmon is more than just a fish. Les Anderson wasn't famous, just a local who knew the Kenai River by heart. He fished for love, not records, shaped by years on Alaska's wild waters. On May 17, 1985, the day began like any other. Cool air, mist on the river, and quiet solitude. But when Les set the hook, the river erupted. The reel screamed as a giant salmon exploded with power. The battle was on, a test of patience, skill, and nerve. After a grueling fight, Les guided the exhausted giant into the net. In that moment, he knew he'd done something extraordinary. Les Anderson's catch would become legend. Sometimes, the river rewards those who respect its wild heart. The instant the hook was set, the river came alive. The king salmon tore downstream, using the current to its advantage. Les's rod bent deep, the reel screaming, a battle of strength and will. Too much pressure and the line would snap. Too little, and the fish would escape. It was a brutal tug-of-war, man against monster. Les used his boat to follow, dodging obstacles and keeping pace. The fish stayed deep, making powerful runs and sudden leaps. Each surge threatened disaster, but Les stayed focused. The fight lasted over half an hour, every second a test of nerves. The most dangerous moment came as the fish neared the boat. One last surge could mean heartbreak. With steady hands, Les guided the giant toward the net. A final effort, and the fish was landed. The river fell silent. The battle won. Les stared at the massive salmon, awed by its size and power. It was a moment of triumph, respect and humility. The King Salmon was more than a catch, it was a living legend. For Les, it was the culmination of a lifetime on the water. For Alaska, it was proof that giants still roam the rivers. The story of man versus monster would inspire generations. In that moment, the wild heart of Alaska beat strong, and the legend was born. When Les Anderson landed the giant, he knew it was special, but not how special. At the dock, the scale read 97 pounds, 4 ounces, a new world record. The catch sent shockwaves through the angling world and brought pride to Alaska. The Kenai River's reputation as the king of salmon rivers was cemented. The story drew anglers from around the globe, fueling dreams and tourism. More than a personal triumph, the catch became a symbol of hope for conservation. It proved that with healthy rivers, wild giants could still thrive. The fish inspired efforts to protect Alaska's natural resources. Decades later, its legacy endures, a benchmark for all who chase the dream. The legend of Les Anderson's King Salmon reminds us that nature's wonders are still possible. King salmon are nature's athletes, their journey one of survival and strength. Born in cold Alaskan rivers, they grow in the Pacific before returning home. Alaska's rivers, like the Kenai and Nushagak, are perfect nurseries fed by glaciers and snow. These vast, complex systems support huge populations of salmon. The health of the river determines the size and strength of the fish. After years at sea, king salmon navigate thousands of miles back to their birthplace. Scientists believe they use the Earth's magnetic field and their sense of smell to find home. The largest kings, called tai or hogs, spend up to 7 years at sea. Few survive that long. Those that do are true giants. Catching one is rare, a testament to resilience and luck. Each giant king salmon is a survivor, a symbol of wild Alaska. Their story is one of endurance, mystery, and the power of nature. And every return is a victory for the wild. The legend of the giant Kenai king salmon sparked a wave of inspiration. Anglers everywhere dreamed of their own Alaskan adventure. The story fueled a boom in sport fishing tourism, supporting local communities. Alaska became the land of giants, a place where dreams could come true. The tale was more than good business. It was a lesson in conservation. It showed that healthy rivers make legendary fish possible. Parents shared the story with their children, teaching respect for nature. The legacy of the fish is tied to the legacy of the river. Great fish stories are timeless, connecting us to adventure and the wild. The 70-pound king and the 97-pound record became modern myths. They remind us to believe in the extraordinary. With skill and luck, anyone can become part of a legend. The dream of the big one lives on in every cast, and the story will be told as long as rivers run. Alaska's wild beauty draws people in, but it's the dream of the catch that keeps them coming back. It's about more than fish. It's about connecting with something ancient and untamed. In a predictable world, Alaska offers true adventure. Standing in a river, you become part of the food chain, humbled by nature. The stories of giant fish fuel this dream, proving that monsters are real. Every angler hopes to write their own chapter in the river's history. The true value is in the experience, not just the catch. Alaska is a promise that wildness still exists. The dream of the big one will never die. People come for the mountains, forests, and rivers, but stay for the chance to touch the extraordinary. Alaska strips away modern life, bringing you back to what matters. The pursuit of the dream is what endures. Even if you never catch a record, you become part of the legend. Alaska's rivers hold secrets and possibilities beyond imagination. The wild heart of Alaska beats in every angler. As long as the rivers run, the dream will live on, and the legend of the king salmon will never fade.